We are now just a few weeks away from the Denver School Board election, and a key issue in the race this year is school safety.
Yeah, in the Denver School Board at-large seat, one candidate has a school safety plan that would remove law enforcement officers from campus. Denver 7's Micah Smith is in the studio. You spoke to the candidate and others who would be impacted directly by this.
I did, and that candidate's name is Tay Anderson. He is vying for that at-large seat. He says he's for campus safety officers on campus, but he doesn't want them armed. He says if they are armed, we need to go ahead and replace officers with mental health counselors. Children pouring out of their schools, running from a shooter, searching for safety.
We have seen mass shootings impact our cities across the United States of America for the last 20 years.
Denver Public Schools at-large school board candidate Tay Anderson says there's a way for DPS to prevent scenes like this from happening by ending the annual contract for school resource officers, also known as SROs, and replacing the officers with mental health counselors.
So I want to make sure that our students feel like we are dismantling the school to prison pipeline, but that we're taking real steps to do so by taking that contract and diverting it to mental health supports.
We're not there to give everybody a ticket.
School resource officer James Englert is an instructor for the National Association of School Resource Officers, or NASRO. He says it doesn't have to be cop versus counselor.
The hard part with school resource officers, you don't exactly see what they do every day. I work with our counselors at my school, daily. I think it's working together.
Denver Police Department Division Chief Ron Thomas, the head of the School Resource Officer program, agrees and says ending the SRO contract would not result in big money for counselors.
Certainly think that mental health is important, but what I think is maybe misunderstood is that the school district already pays $30 million for mental health, and the budget for the school resource officers is only $700,000.
But Tay Anderson says funding is a small part of a much bigger issue.
I'm hearing directly from kids that they think that their school resource officer has good intentions and that they are good people. However, they do not believe that they are serving the students well at being in the building.
Since my first report on this topic this morning, I've received a couple of emails from you, our viewers, reacting to this. Some feel school resource officers are imperative to school safety. Some say more mental health counselors are needed and it should begin in elementary school. And others say, why can't we have both? Why can't counselors and police officers work together in our schools? So lots of different reactions.
Yeah. Should be an interesting election, too.
It should be very interesting.
On their platforms.
Yeah. All right, Micah, thanks.